sound. All right, guys. Well, good morning. It's 10 a.m. on Wednesday, the 10th of December, and I'm really excited about today. We've got a lot of good stuff that we're going to go through. Let me pull up this presentation here. So today, our core value, usually this time of the year, I always do the family and faith comes first, but today we're going to do just a little bit something because we're trying to grow a little bit for next year. That's one of our annual goals from the brokerage. We'd like to add about 5 to 8 people to our culture. So we intentionally keep our team small and curated, always partnering with and rewarding our people. It's not about having the biggest team, but about having the best team. We hire based on culture and mission. If you know someone that would be a good fit for our team, connect them with Jimmy. We would like to talk to them. So that is our core value today, and I hope that you will keep that in mind as you do business with these people in the industry. And if you find somebody that shows some really good moral standards and culture, I didn't look at you. I didn't make anything. We want to thank our breakfast sponsor this morning. This is Becky Rodriguez. She is with James K. Solar and Roofing and Solar. They've been here before. They were here about a year ago or so, but I've used them for one of my clients, and my clients loved them. They thought they were really good. So this will be, of course, in Slack when you guys get back. Let me reach over and share this other presentation that I have pulled up with Becky. And then, Becky, this is everyone.
Hi.
All right, you are rolling.
Okay, well, again, my name's Becky with James K. Roofing and Solar. Is it easier for me to go back there and click, or you?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it from here.
Okay,
I don't think it'll do the presentation.
Got it. Okay. Well, a little bit about us. We were founded in 2008. We are a highly rated and recognized roofing and solar company for residential and commercial here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Our main office is in Mansfield, and we also have one in Granbury, but we kind of go all over the place, all over DFW. There is our addresses for the Mansfield and Granbury, also our office number, my personal cell phone, and our website. And just like y'all, we have core values as well too. The main one is being God. We are a Christian company. We hold We hold Bible studies every Wednesday at our office, and y'all are always ever welcome if you're ever in the Mansfield area. Or we also do it through Zoom. That's something that's very important to us. So our team gets discipled, and we go through the Bible and do all these different lessons. So we also believe in integrity as well too, about being honest with everybody. Also about family. We care about everybody's family, everybody's time. Your homeowners, our family, your family. And we're also strong about teamwork. Everybody here is a team, just like y'all. Y'all work as a team. It takes everybody to make a company successful. And we strive on having excellent service with everybody. And a little bit about me. I've been with James K. for 2 years. I'm a project manager and also the social media manager. So if you ever check out our Facebook, Instagram, I kind of post little things on there for us. I'm also a mom of 2, so I don't know if many of y'all are moms or dads or all that. So you hold a lot of responsibilities. We have 2 arms. Sometimes it feels like we have 8. So I understand trying to manage everything and also helping your homeowners and just providing everybody with that excellent service. So a little bit of this. I'm sure many of y'all have gotten reports or inspections when you're closing to that option period, and you're like, oh no, now what? We have damage to our roof, or you've been stressed on a roof replacement to keep the sale closing on time. So what we offer for y'all is a roof refresh package. This one here is basically we're here to try to handle the objection first before you get that at the very end, because nobody likes to get something's wrong when you're very close to the end of the finish line here. So with this package here, we're able to go out and do an inspection, full report. Especially me, I'm very detail oriented, so I probably take more photos than a lot of people do, and I find things. technique that a lot of people miss, because we're there to take our time and make sure everything gets fixed and you're not like, now what? So with the realtor refresh package, like I said, it includes a full roof inspection, shingle replacement. Sometimes the roof doesn't need to be replaced. All it needs is a few shingles that are messed up or got blown away or just have a little bit of damage. We will replace up to 25 missing or damaged shingles, and also accessory painting. So if you ever, I'm sure many of y'all don't, ever see a roof and it looks a little crusty, dusty, and everything like that, we just go and just kind of refresh those metal accessories that you see sticking out on the roof. So ventilation, piping, things like that.
So it's not like soffit or
Mhm.
anything. It's just on top of the
On
roof.
top of
Okay,
it,
okay.
yes. But if you do have issues with your soffits, gutters, things like that, we also offer those services.
Okay, just
as
because
well,
on a
too.
lot of like VA or FHA, the paint can't be rotted, but
Yeah.
oftentimes like you can just print over it and
Yeah.
it remedies the problem.
Well, we do have painters that we do work with
Okay.
as well too. So if y'all ever need things like that fixed, we do that. Window screens as well too. Sometimes little things like that. I mean, it can be something so small, but when it comes to inspections, like people can be very tedious. And that's where we come in. We try to be that inspector that's very tedious, so that way we handle it before. And also the caulking. So a lot of times, excuse me, there's just little things on the roof that just need to be sealed up, and that way it just prevents wind-driven rain from entering under there and preventing any future leaks.
Cool.
So it is a $1,200 value for only $285. It also can be fully refundable if your homeowner does decide they want to get a roof replaced. We'll credit that towards that. And also about deadlines. And then they'll have a lot of deadlines just like us. Once things get going, our crew usually finishes a roof within a day or so. Everything is done and completed. Good morning, within a day. Now, as far as referrals, I know referrals, that's something y'all work with as many other people in this industry do. I know it's built on trust. All it takes is just one shot. So just like many of y'all, you had to start somewhere, and that's kind of where I am. Personally, I know James Kate has been around since 2008, but I've only been here for 2 years. So I would just love for y'all to just give me a shot and just let me show you the difference between any other roofing company, because I know, like I was telling him earlier, roofers and realtors, we kind of get that rep like, another realtor, another roofer, all that. So, I would just love the opportunity to show y'all the difference between having a woman realtor specifically, because it's something that in a male-dominated industry, it's kind of hard to kind of put your foot in there. So, do y'all have any questions? I know, it's kind of like slow down.
What do y'all charge for like an inspection fee to come out and look at a roof?
So that would be covered under that 285 inspection there. For
You mean like it? Hang on a second.
Or just to come out to look at a roof, just because, not the roof.
Yeah, not necessarily to like say, hey, we want this done, but more so to come out and say, hey, what might need to be done.
Got it. So it's a $200 inspection for that.
Okay. And then if we decide to do this, would
Then,
that,
then
okay.
we can do all of that crediting and everything like that. And then again, like I said, what happens with homeowners is when you have a storm, a lot of homeowners don't take advantage of that storm date. And then when they want to file a claim through insurance, they use it. They'll ask, date of loss. What is the date of loss? Well, the date of loss is not the date your homeowner is calling. The date of loss is when that storm date happened. And with insurance, there is a time limit. It could be anywhere from a year to 2 years. And if you miss that time period, it gets very, very hard to try to get insurance to pay for that roof replacement.
With that, so let's say I own a house, but I'm not like, it's got a tenant in it. So if I had you guys go out, look at it, let's say I decided to sell the house, and then like, do y'all provide, I guess, like this is the work we did.
Yes.
Here's the proof of.
Yes, everything. We
Okay.
do have completion letters, photos, documentation, all of that.
Like I said, I've used James Kate, and my clients loved them. They thought they were great.
Doesn't Jana use them?
I think Jen does too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've used them for 15 years before I was a real estate agent. They're family friends and absolutely wonderful people.
Do you guys do where, because I know some roofing companies will do an upgrade to the better
The
shingle
shingle
so
and
that
the-
you get the write-off, not the write-off, but the lower rate
Uh-huh.
for insurance?
Yeah, and that's usually class 4
Yeah.
impact resistant shingle, and we do offer that as well too. And we do offer different types of roofs, like if they want to do metal roof, if they
Okay.
want to do steel coated steel roof. It's not just the asphalt granule shingles that we offer.
Yes, ma'am. Clarissa has a question.
I came in a few minutes late, so you might have already covered this. Do you do pay at closing for roof replacement?
We can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you require like what down payment or like deposit would y'all require on that?
That I don't know.
No, that's okay,
offhand.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know offhand.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sometimes they say like materials.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean, I
it is
can-
an option.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, can we say thank you to Becky for bringing breakfast? Can we-
Becky.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that everybody will be adding you to their contact list and hopefully get 1 or 2 referrals out of it.
Yes, I would love to. And just like y'all, I mean, if you want to text me your contact info, like I said, I come across a lot of people too. And sometimes they ask me, do I know this and this? And I'm like, I don't know anybody. So we're just kind of filling our list.
Thank you.
I'll get all our stuff in a slide for you this afternoon. Becky, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for bringing
Thank
breakfast.
you.
Yes, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, let's kind of move on. Let's do the headlines and then I have something special to do. So today we're going to do small steps, big results 10, which is community and network expansion. Next week, we are going to do both 11 and 12, which is conversion and scripts. It's kind of a short 10-minute session. And then we're going to just talk about wins and growth. Before the meeting started, Danielle was telling us that she's got 3 buyers that got pre-approved this week. I hope that that's a trend that we're going to start seeing. Depends on what the Fed does today, interest rates, blah, 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 economy, blah, 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 end of year holiday, but we're hoping that that's going to go the way we want it to go. Amanda was not able to join us Saturday night, but she won an award. And so I would like to give Amanda her award. And can we congratulate her for being 6th Avenue Homes Rookie of the Year? Congratulations. And this is $100 gift card.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
That's awesome. Okay, we go down here. Okay, so here we're going to go into the market at this point. Buyer demand, purchase mortgage applications rose 3% this week, 17% higher than last year, making the strongest buyer demand of 2025 so far. New versus existing. Realtor.com found the monthly cost difference between new and existing homes is only about $30, giving buyers more flexibility in choosing either option. Price growth slows. Home prices saw their weakest growth in over 2 years. Inventory is up nearly 12%, creating a more buyer-friendly landscape. Stocks indices rose for the 2nd week in a row as a cooling inflation, strong consumer spending, and a drop in jobless claims boosted expectations for a December rate cut, which we should have within the hour. Jana, go ahead.
I need some clarification on this $30 difference between new and existing homes. What is that? What are we comparing?
That's from Realtor.com. I can find that article and send it, or you can just Google search it. But that was a report that Realtor.com put out this week.
Okay.
New versus existing homes at the sales price is
Not like literally like if it was like $769 and then like $739, is that price per square foot? Is it? I thought it was talking about
no. They
That's
said the monthly cost difference between new and existing.
monthly cost. I missed that. Yeah.
Okay. It's your payments.
Yeah, that's what I missed too, Jana.
Okay.
Okay, so mortgage demand, MBA numbers will show whether buyer activity keeps holding steady. That's probably coming out, I think, tomorrow. The economy check Q3 productivity in November PPI should point to a cooling but stable economy, but we're going to miss a whole month of data because the government shut down. So we're going to have some skewed numbers that'll be a little bit different. Shouldn't be bad because where it stopped and where it picked up was about the same. We just don't know what that was in that 1 month that we were shut down. The Fed decision, all eyes on Wednesday's announcement. A 4-point rate cut is expected, which we saw in the rates this week. They kind of went down really, really quick on Friday. And I was like, whoo, I put something in Slack. And then they started climbing back up as we got closer to the rate notification of the rate announcement, which will be coming later today. We still have good opportunities for buyers. That's the bottom line. 30-year fixed mortgage rates holding around 6.36%, I think, today. Steady as markets wait for the Fed's rate decision. MBA reports purchase applications up 3%. We talked about that. That's all the same. So rates are steady. Inflation is easing. Buyer activity is rising, creating a strong setup going into the Fed's expected rate cut. Here is Clarissa's view of each county. So if you're watching the coral line, the third line down, we're still seeing more price drops than anything else. I think it is interesting, though, that the full DFW MLS, that line is, the green line at the top is growing, which means that we're having some more listings come on the market. This is only a 7-day look, just a snapshot in time. And I did this morning at 5 a.m. So this is real-time data from 5 hours ago. So we're seeing the cuts are still there, but you can see that the full DFW MLS is coming up. But that includes more than our 6 counties that we watch intensely, that all of us work in. So just something to keep in mind. Watch that on your Metros portal. Rate watch 6.35 is what it was yesterday at 4 o'clock. Every day at 4 o'clock they publish the rate, and that's the rate for the following day. So if you're going look at a rate, if it's after 4 o'clock, that's going to be the rate for the next morning, and then it goes all day long until 4 o'clock. And sometimes it'll adjust during the day. I've noticed maybe a 1/10 of a point or something, a 100th of a point, like this FHA went to 5.93, which is plus 0.01. That makes zero difference in what your buyer is doing. 3 easy weeks to use this week's data. So use data to start options conversations. Inventory is up nearly 12%. Prices are barely moving. This means you may have options that didn't exist earlier this year. Let me pull a fresh list for you. This opens the door to new searches, market updates, and reactivating quiet clients. Number 2, discuss cost flexibility between new and existing homes. Did you know the difference is only about $30 a month right now? That means we can shop both sides without worrying about a budget gap. Obviously, if you're looking at a 275 pre-owned and a 350 new, there's not the same. Okay, but apples to apples, it would be the same. This doubles the number of homes that you can show, makes clients feel less boxed in, positions you as someone who expands opportunities. Number 3, highlight positive movement. Buyer activity is actually up 17% from last year, not because people are rushing, because the market is finally predictable again. If you want, we can map out what the next 3 to 6 months could look like. This creates a natural segue into planning meetings, timelines, and long-term pipeline building. Use this week's data to open calm, strategic conversations about options, planning, and possibilities. Clients respond best when they feel informed, not pushed. This is one easy thing you can do this week. Find one active buyer or seller lead in your CRM, send them a personalized 30-second market update based on this week's data. Something simple like, hey, quick update, buyer demand is the strongest it's been all year, price growth is the slowest in 2 years. If you want to look at options again, I'm here. Creating that one conversation. If you can do that 5 times, you will be better. You will start conversations with people. Did you know? Zillow says the typical U.S. listing in October experienced a $25,000 in price cuts, matching the biggest discounts Zillow has tracked. High home values are allowing sellers to cut prices and still see a profit, depending on when they bought. Obviously, they bought during pandemic. No, not quite there.
Or you're a seller that bought in 2012 and 350,000 just isn't enough.
Oh,
You're like, really? What do you want?
Here's the business tip of the week. Spend your time on what matters most. Look at your business this past year and see what worked and what didn't. Going forward, focus on the activities that delivered the best results. In my humble opinion, the best results come from always reaching out to the people that you've worked with in the past. If you're newish, Amanda, you're still building that pipeline, but that's when you're talking to the people that you have worked with about their family members and about people that they know. Activate their reticular activator where they're thinking about real estate. Every time they hear the word real estate or realtor or house, they're thinking Amanda. I didn't tell y'all this whole story. So last week I got an email from a client that I had shown houses to in 2016. I've stayed in contact with her through email, and she reached back out, and now she's ready to buy a house. 10 years.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how long it takes. That's the longest that I've ever had. Longest before that was 3 years, where I was actually always being intentional about reaching out, saying, hey, just checking in, how you been, blah, blah, blah. Back then, it wasn't a lot of text messaging. It was just email and phone calls. Now you can text and send a video text and say, hey, just checking in on you. What's going on? How's your life?
I have one of those closing this month, 2 years, 2 years of
Yay.
continually.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It's about doing it all the time,
Well,
consistently.
I got the kind of the same tip off of, I don't know, some reel that came in my feed. So I made a list. I'm gonna do it next week because, but anybody that referred me someone this year or anybody I work with, even if we didn't sell their house, I'm gonna make a video next week and text it out to them just to say like, you keep my business going.
Mhm.
But I've never done that. I mean, like a little
that's
bit of
great.
snippets, but
I think that's wonderful. What a great idea. January, I'm gonna start the CMA challenge. So be prepared, start locating 30 to 40 people that you can send a CMA to unannounced.
a lot.
And the CMA challenge works. I got 3 listings out of it this year.
Yeah.
So this does work.
And honestly, to save some money a little bit too, you can do a video with that as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And even just like, I've not done the CMA challenge, but like even for those of us that are like heavy on social media, literally I've done it where I'll put the question box and just be like, do you want to know what your home is worth? No obligation, totally free. And I've had several people give me their address. Like, and it's just a conversation starter. And
Absolutely.
even if they're not looking to sell, to your point, like maybe they know somebody that.
And there's I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. There is a feature inside Netris that has a landing page that's what's my home worth. And I've got it linked in my email signature. It's always there. But it's built in and then it gives them an automated value. And then you can also reach back out to give them, hey, that's just an automated thing. Let's talk about what it's really worth.
Well, Real Scout has that too.
Real Scout has
I've
that
had
built
somebody
in?
set up on that.
There's several of those kind of things that are built like that.
Yeah.
Is it on Netris? It's,
Yeah, I'll have to look for it. It's more of those show more things.
okay. What's my homework is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. We can look at it for
Okay,
after the
yeah,
meeting.
no problem.
Okay, so practical tactical. Last week we talked about the cast iron pipes and I had several conversations with several of you people about the cast iron pipes that are coming of age. Because they're 50 to 75 years, they were built in 1960, before 1970. They're 55 years old and we're gonna start seeing a bunch of that. We're also seeing, of course, if you had a water heater that was built in 1960, it's probably still working. It's probably still pumping out hot water and it works great. It may have some rust and some corrosion on it, but it works great. If you replace it from then on every 10 years. Things are not built like they were in 1963. Bottom line. So here's the typical lifespan of a water heater. 8 to 10 years for a gas water heater. Electric is 10 to 15. Can somebody tell me why gas is less than electric?
Why is gas?
Why does gas last shorter than an electric water heater?
Is it the fixtures and stuff?
It's the gas.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
those are the
actual
fixtures
gas.
because of the like, yeah.
The corrosion.
Yeah.
They last shorter.
Yeah.
Quick check the serial number. Most brands encode the month and year, the first 2 digits. For instance, 1215 means it was done in December of 1215.
That's my party trick. People are always very impressed with that. I did that at a showing yesterday.
No,
Like,
I'm
wow.
totally.
Same
gonna
thing
do
with the
that.
HVAC. Most of them have the date on
No, I'm
it.
They do. Yeah, absolutely. Warning signs, rust around the base, right around the bottom of the water heater because water is leaking off of where the inlet valves are. Popping noises, if it's popping, that means it's probably got sediment in it. Water in the pan, if there's a pan there. Of course, everything that was built before 2007 probably doesn't have a pan. And then corrosion on the fittings. And that's an easy check because you can just look at the 2 nipples on the top of the inlet of the water heater. One's going to be red, one's going to be blue. And you can just look and see if there's corrosion there. That's a very easy, something you can look at in 20 seconds. And you can just summarize that for the client. That water heater is probably not going to pass inspection, but it's really not that big a deal.
And just a personal experience from my own house, I've been through 3 water heaters in 10 years. They need a water softener, which we just haven't bit the bullet to do, which we're doing it this next year, but
You can have those companies come out and they'll test your hardness of your water. It's like a scale from 1 to 20. Mine was a 14.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have,
If you're on the country, especially on well
well,
water.
yeah, and yeah, we're both on well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
City water's a little different because it's got some chlorine and some
Yeah,
other
don't
stuff
look at
in
the
it.
contents of our water.
Do what now?
Yeah.
Don't look at the website for the water content. It's very scary.
Next week, I'm probably gonna hit, the breaker boxes. Do y'all know what a Federal Pacific breaker box is?
Yes.
I had one
Shout out
last year.
Sam.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I had one in my house.
Oh.
And Sylvania.
Hmm?
Some of the Sylvanias have been outlawed. But if you ever walk into an older house built in the mid-60s, number one, you may be dealing with aluminum wiring. Number two, you need to look at the breaker box, open it up and see if it says Federal Pacific. If it's Federal Pacific, you will not get a loan on that property.
Oh, really?
No.
Mine was FHA and I got approved.
Oh, no, Federal Pacific?
I believe so, yeah.
They
When they
didn't
came
look.
and replaced it, they straight up were like, it's a miracle your house didn't burn down. Like when they came and actually pulled it all apart,
Mm-hmm.
they were like, it was like, this is all that it was gonna take for your house to catch on.
Yeah, all their breakers are really bad. They use a lot of fuses inside the box and they're just not safe.
Now, is this something that the inspector will probably know, right? I mean, they're gonna know that right
Let's
off the
hope.
bat.
Let's hope that the
Okay.
inspector knows that the Federal Pacific is not safe.
I think they do because every
Yeah.
time I've had one that they've called it out.
Yeah,
But that's something that you can save
I'm sure that-
save yourself and your client some heartache by noting that up front. When you're in the garage, look at the breaker box, or unless it's outside. Usually the Federal Pacifics are either in the back bedroom in a closet or they're in the garage and you're looking at the water heater anyway. So I may show you a picture of what a Federal Pacific box looks like next week in practical practice.
What was the other one? Federal Pacific?
And Sylvania.
That's,
hello.
Hi,
How y'all doing?
how you doing? Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. That's for Judy.
he's in trouble.
No, it's good. It feels like a gift card. Yeah.
Big one.
Okay, I think that is it for that portion. If y'all will give me just a second to stop the recording and then I will jump over to small steps. I can do it. Wish they put this stuff on the right side of the